Julius, how are you doing?
Doing good, Tanner. How are you?
Doing good. Doing really good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for calling me and being willing to meet with me. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to adjust and fit in with everybody, with the work, and it's kind of just being hard for me a little bit because I feel like the culture for where I'm coming from and what it is here is kind of different.
Yeah,
And so yeah, just basically starting with that, I'm just having a hard time adjusting.
sure. It's difficult adjusting. You say mainly just to the new sales cycle.
Yeah, it's kind of stressful to say because where I come from, we used to go about doing sales aggressively, and I feel like it's kind of different here. People are relaxed and the cycles are too long, and yeah, it just takes forever to close the sale, and for me, it's not making me as busy as I want to be, and I feel like it's not giving me an opportunity to make as much money as I want to make out of it.
Yeah,
So,
because you feel like you're not being efficient since the sales cycle lasts so long.
all right.
Okay. Because yeah, right now you're working ridiculously hard. Like you're doubling the amount of sales that anybody else is doing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Uh, yeah, I'm doing that because I wanted to make as many sales as I can.
Yeah.
Have a profile for myself.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you're getting the conversion, like you're talking to them, you're getting the sale. It looks like now adapting to the longer cycle, the bump is more retaining the customer afterwards, right? It's like having that longer term. So I guess for you, what's the most difficult part? Because obviously it's a transition, so it's normal for that to be a little bit more difficult. So that's okay. But what is the difficult part of that?
Yeah, it's a transition, like you said, but I feel like even though I can transition to this approach, it will be to still be a challenge for me every day because I want to close my sales quickly, make those cycles short, and I feel comfortable doing that. The more I close those sales, the more I move on to new customers.
Yeah.
And so because of the long cycle, sometimes I don't even know if I'm not going to close the deal because
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen in 6 months. I want to know it's in 3 months so I can move on or
Yeah.
keep pushing.
You're worried that you're putting forth all this effort and in 6 months, who knows if it's even worth it.
Yeah.
And
So is there any way we can maybe make those cycles short or something?
Yeah, because the cycle thing is your biggest concern right now then. Are there any other concerns with adapting to the culture or anything else, or is it mainly just the cycle thing?
It's mainly the cycle thing, but besides that, it's just the culture, like I said, is kind of people are very much relaxed. I feel like I'm not being as efficient as I should be. My quotas are not coming in as I expected.
Yeah.
So I found myself maybe finished with and I have a week of nothing really to do. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I'm an aggressive guy by nature when it comes to sales, and that's just not the atmosphere that I found here. So
Yeah. And if you're anything like me, you're getting antsy. You're like, why am I waiting and not doing anything for a week? What's going on? And that you don't like that as much.
Yeah, I feel like is that something else should be doing besides that?
Sure. Okay. A question: why did you take the job initially? Because I know that you already knew a little bit about the longer cycles, things like that. So I guess what was the biggest reason why you initially started working here?
To be honest with you, one of the biggest reasons, I saw that your cycles were so long, but I thought if I could find a way to make those cycles short, then I could make a lot of sales, make more money. So one of the reasons I joined you guys was because I wanted to make more money.
Yeah.
And like I said, add something to my profile, become the best salesperson because of hitting all my quotas in time, making this bunch of sales, kind of a thing. So I thought this was going to be an opportunity for me to advance, but because of the standard long cycles, I kind of have to wait even though I hit my quotas to get my next one. So
yeah, and because your goal right now is to advance and, like you mentioned, be the best salesperson.
Yeah. I want to be the best salesperson.
I like it. No, that's good. That's awesome. So, a question then: would it be worth it to you if you can figure out how to do a longer cycle and make that sale? Obviously, like financially, yes, it's worth it. Is it worth learning how to do it if you can eventually get it down, do the longer cycle, and get that down really well? Like, is that worth it to you?
I think it's worth it to me because then keeping up with the profile, like your company profile, if I can do that, be the best in those long cycles still, it could still mean something to me, and that's the satisfaction I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this then, Julius, because right now, you're already getting the sales. You're doing it. Like, you're good.
Okay.
There's one additional step that you're missing at the end that is perfect because that's the change. That's adapting. It's like you're already doing it. You're already in that step. It's the fact that adapting a lot of the times takes a little bit longer than we want.
Okay.
But like you said, like it is worth it once you can get the longer cycle. So now that you're getting the sales, they're canceling. The question that we want to go through is like, I guess, why are they canceling? What can we do different so that they don't cancel afterwards? Because if they're not canceling, then you have the sale. Like you're putting forth all the time. We just need to maintain it now, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel like good point is like why they're canceling. You know, I feel like they're canceling because sometimes, personally, to be honest with you, I'm less motivated to see it through the end because I've been pushing this for so long, you know.
Yes.
And my efforts are not as much as it was in the beginning. So by the time you get to the end, not putting as much effort, I'm not as excited as I was about this anymore. So that could be something that is also just affecting it, I think.
Yeah. And because it's demotivating when you get to that point. It's like, okay, like I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to move on to the next one.
Exactly. And like excited about a new deal, so I'm looking into other places, and yeah. But if I had closed that one earlier, then I'll be like, oh, this is done. Moving to the next one. You know,
The thing with it, you're getting there and you're building this momentum. It's just a little bit longer until the momentum is rolling all the way through.
Yeah.
And then you're good. And then you have the sale and you can move on to the next one. So it's I guess the more mindset shift of it takes a little bit longer and accepting that makes it so that you can become the top salesman. Like so that you can start doing this. Because you're doing everything right. It's just holding out a little bit longer, which I mean you're able to do. And you can do that.
So how do I do that though? How do I stay motivated and like hold on until the end of one sale and then another one just like that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm just like letting go in the middle of it and looking into other things, you know?
Yeah. So let's actually look at the full statistics. And what I'll do, I have an article that I'll send you.
Okay.
That's really good. Read through that. Look at like what you can apply from there. I'll follow up in a few days and we can just sit down and apply that.
Okay.
In the meantime, read the article and then look at your sales. And I want you to pay attention to where you're losing them, where you feel like you're losing them, where you're getting that disconnect, like whether it is at the very end, whether it's in the middle.
Okay.
And then we'll come back together and we'll go through it and I'll coach you through that. But a lot of it is just being aware of the fact that we just need to push through.
Oh yeah.
And so you're doing all the other calls, you're doing that. Just keep it going. Like you're good. You got this, Julius.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll send you that. Look at your sales. We'll reevaluate your sales and we'll look at that article and then we'll go from there. If that works.
Okay. So basically I need to look at my trend and see where I'm losing my focus or my motivation, then we'll see how we can pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're a top sales rep. Like you're ready to be there.
Yeah.
It's just evaluating where we're getting the hiccup. Okay. It's literally just a hiccup. Yeah. You're good.
Okay, let's do that and see what happens next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready, Julius?
Thank you.